Breaking news! Random person you don't know is a different type. Life is strange.
Molly, the person who talks about things.
There we go. I think you're supposed to just do one clap, but that's okay. I have a couple questions for you. First off, I'm wondering, let's do numbers. I'm wondering, 1, do you like the name change? Do you like Molly the person? Or do you miss type A hippie? Or do you not give a flying rat's? 2, what type of videos do you enjoy seeing more? Dialogue, an interview with me and another type, or monologues, me talking to the camera? And 3, are you familiar with the cognitive functions, or when I talk about the jargon like introverted thinking, TI, blah, blah, all that stuff, do I lose you? Would you like to hear more about the functions or less about the functions? So that is a poll that I would love to hear from all of you MBTI nerds. So just comment below, My boyfriend is now my fiancé. Big news! His name's Franco, and he was typed as an ENFP, and in my past videos you've seen him as an ENFP. And I'm here to announce that he is an ESFP. World-shattering news. I'm sure all of you care very, very much. No, he's the same person, just like we've discovered more about, I've really discovered more about the functions and looked into it a lot and have been questioning it and wondering, because I see a lot of extroverted sensing pretty consistently in him. You really have to understand what the functions mean in order to understand which ones you possess in which order. So you really have to do your research before, you can know yourself, but you also have to know MBTI, and so knowing the both will help you realize your type. But Franco got ENFP every time he took the test. He still would if he took the test. Because why? Because he's creative, he's smart, he has ideas, he's thoughtful, he's deep, and those things are for some reason not associated with the censored types in the just some of the main websites that don't go too far into it. So I want to be one of the people who say that's bullcrap, because it is. You can't stereotype a whole type. You can't say ESTPs are all shallow. You can't say INFPs aren't funny. You can't say something like that, and it does not hold truth. Those are stereotypes, and that's using MBTI as a tool for bad. Using MBTI as a tool for growth and understanding is the way it was created to use it. Like a me against them attitude is not beneficial to anyone. So instead, we should all work in harmony, which is exactly what this was made to do. So you can understand people and meet them at their level, they can meet you. Some people don't like MBTI because it's like putting them in boxes. So if you are a lover of the MBTI, then stop putting people in boxes and let it be a guide or a tool instead of just, this is what you are, because it's not true, and it's not comforting or useful to just pigeonhole people or yourself. So, let me check to see if this is still going. It is. So Franco is an ESFP, which means he leads with extroverted sensing all the time. And then his second function is introverted feeling, which is a very deep function. He's super thoughtful, courteous, smart, and intuitive is a word I would use to describe him. So sensor types aren't not intuitive. Double negative. We want those tests to be accurate and help us, because this MBTI as a tool is very helpful, but when you're getting the wrong type, then it's not helpful anymore. There's kind of like a two-dimensional description of a lot of sensors on the internet. But they aren't two-dimensional. We're all human and we have many layers. And so I think part of why Franco and I thought he was ENFP is because all the ENFP descriptions describe ENFPs as, you know, more interesting and more deep and more creative and all these things that an ESFP can be as well. So there are people who are shallow, yes. There are people who are superficial, yes. But you can't say that one whole type as a whole, in its entirety, is superficial. Because that's just not the case. I'm very excited to be getting married, and I'm also moving, so those are two kind of massive changes. And I've been very busy lately with planning and preparing, which I really enjoy that process. Maybe I'll talk about planning in my next video. Let me know what types of things you guys would like to hear, and I will try and post soon again and answer some of your requests. I would love to hear from you. Thank you.